I'm John Twist of University Motors. Hey, this is a Glacier Blue MGA 1500, very early car. Glacier Blue, and this is the body in its skeletal form. So this is long after it's been welded back up, the doors positioned and fitted, the fenders fitted, and then taken off the chassis, put on this roll-around ramp so the painter could get to it, and painted in individual pieces. The way that you do an MG with an individual frame, which is up through the end of the MGAs, those have got the individual frames, and then we get the monocoque bodies, which are the midgets and the MGBs and MGCs. I'm not talking about those, I'm just talking about the ones with the separate frames. Is you make sure the body fits. That's your first project. Make sure the body fits. Once the body fits and you've done as much welding as you can on the outside, then you lift the body off the chassis, put it on something like this, get it painted, send it off to the painter, do the rest of the welding on the inside, and then send it off to the paint shop. Now the paint shop will say, oh yeah, sure, I'll get the thing done in 6 weeks and it'll be $4,000 times 3 at least, right? And it'll take forever. MGAs are the worst cars to get body work done on. They have curves in places most cars don't have places. They are a nightmare to make fit and look good in the end, but they're so pretty when they're done. So while this is off at the body shop, that's the time to work on the chassis. And this is the chassis right here. So while the body's out being done, you build up the chassis. Put in the engine, the gearbox, get all the lines run, put the batteries in. About the only thing you can't put in is the gas tank and the radiator. You can get the engine all complete. You don't want to put the air cleaners on it because the body won't fit. So get the chassis as done as you possibly can. No radiator, no gas tank. See these little cutaways here? Oh my gosh, this is the perfect time to put a sway bar on this. Not all the front extensions have this cutaway. Not all of them, just the later ones. I don't know what this extension's doing on this car, but it's perfect for a sway bar. And there's no better upgrade that you can do on your MGA than to put a front anti-sway bar on it. It changes the driving just dramatically. I mean, you can get wonderful leather seats, you can get a radio that you can't hear when you're driving. You can go for gold. But your best deal is to spend a couple $100 on anti-sway bar parts and put that on the front suspension. That's going on this one shortly. Now here we've got, one of the trade names is Dynamat. That isn't what this stuff, this is called Coolant. I think this is from Napa. But Mike wanted me to point out to you that the material cost of putting this on the MGA, including the material and the labor, is greater than the car that we had there in back with that lizard skin on it. Now we don't have, the proof isn't here yet. We don't know what the R value is of the lizard skin. I do know that you can melt a plastic shoe on a tunnel of an MGA. I've seen that. It gets so hot. So help me out. I mean, it would seem as though some kind of material that's a 1/4, 3/8, half an inch thick is going to have a lot higher R value than this lizard skin stuff. It would seem to me, but who knows? We're going to wait and see. So anyway, you get the chassis all done. You get it all done. Everything's all hooked up. Matter of fact, if you put the gas tank in it, put the pedal box on it, and put the support the radiator, hook up a coil, you can go out and drive it. Okay? Then when this is done, the body will be back from the body shop, and you'll be able to take the body and trim it out. Put the dashboard in. Hang everything on the firewall, put the rear fenders on, put the doors on. You can get the body almost complete then with 6 or 8 of your big friends. Bring it along and drop it into place. So that's the way you do an MG with a separate frame. Build the body first on the frame, then take it off, send it to the body shop. You build the chassis. When the body comes back, you trim out the body and then put the body onto the chassis. Easy. Hey, until then, safety fast.